upgrade time. Now it's time to put this piece right here. It's time to put that on. That would be the adapter for the pitch spur gear adapter, pretty much. So we're gonna put the aluminum version that is for this Sakura, not for the zero, like the differential. That is for the zero. Let's do a little incision here. Very pretty. Okay. Make sure you look at it, align them. See, it's not that big of a difference. It's just aluminum. So you put that on the side. Save them. Don't throw them away. It could be spare part. And we're gonna put them here. Hopefully you can see. Let me tell you one thing, belts are very annoying when they're in the way. But might as well be in the way than not be in the way at all. Okay. It says here, like this. I've been using this because since I'm a noob, I've been messing up a lot of this. And I messed up my 2mm. Well, this one is good to find the holes on the pin and align them. It worked. That's how I did this. It was kind of like on a blind, but always make this one first. Start building the pulley gears first, and then after you got this done and the other one here done, assemble it all together. Like boom, 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 boom. And make sure you got the belts on. If not, you're gonna have a pain, a headache, or you might break something. In order to fix the mistake, yeah, there you go. Do it again just to make sure. Okay, it tells me then I need a 1.5 pin. That could be this. And this is a good thing, this instruction manual. You can align parts so you don't mess up on the parts. You can align them, and there you go. I know that's the 1.5 pin that I need. Make sure you get tools. I got crappy tools, so it's a pain in the ass. Look again, make sure that you put it in the right way. Oh, the pin went all the way in. Okay. Where are you going? There you go. That was easy. But just to make sure. And yeah. Now the 80 pin, the pitch spur. You see, with the plastic part, it had some kind of like wiggle. That's what I have seen on other reviews. This will eliminate that. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Just align it, and then you screw it in. Okay, 4 M3s. So that means one of these. I screw them by hand first because since it's threaded, it's the aluminum adapter. It's easier. You don't have to break your head. That's too big. You see, that's the other thing about having so many screws everywhere. Then you forget what you screw. You don't know where you have left some of the parts. Darn it. That's alright. This one is being reluctant. Help them a little bit. Don't tie them too hard first, just set them. Two. Okay. Here you go. It takes 4. Okay, on the last one, if I can find it. There you go. Other thing I noticed is that sometimes you need pieces from another bag, like screws and stuff. For example, this one was 5 and 2. I mean, on this part was 5, but most of the stuff is on bag 2. So, yeah. Okay, now you hand tie it a little bit more. And there you go. Now I just assembled this right here. It's all assembled. The belt still have that soft tension in it. I bought us this tensioner, which I want to put later on. But it is highly advisable to put this together before you put it in the chassis. Starting with this, leaving the belts in place of the bulkheads, all these parts right here, and then assemble it to this base right here. And for some reason it came out tight, even though you got a belt tensioner in here, which you won't be able to see that well. It's well hitting and I got poor light, but the front looks like that. Always build this first, assemble this first, everything else together, and then put it all together once and then shove it in the chassis. That's one of the recommendations I heard on the net. I did it backwards, so for the next kit I'm gonna do the front pulleys first. This pulley's here, this first, that first. Assemble the differentials, assemble them, and then when I get the arms, the suspension arms assembly all together, then I'll just put it all in. Well, now we're gonna start going with the bulkheads. Gonna start with the front bulkhead cover. I got all the parts aligned. I like the instructions pretty much when it comes to the bolts and stuff. I mean the nuts. It gives you the size so you can compare. Just in case you have the mess that I have here, which I've been trying to avoid, but eventually I can avoid. So let's just get started. Okay, we need also some small screws. Two of the medium ones. Two bolt studs. Two regular studs. I just use these. And 4 nuts, which I have them around here somewhere. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot. I'm using oil to do the screws. That way it goes easier when you're screwing on this hard plastic. Let's see now, what does the instructions say? Apparently it's 4 millimeters on this, which I think is kind of big. But then again, I'm just new at this and I'm not good with measurements or stuff like that. Well, that's way too big. There you go. So we're gonna go like this. A little bit, oh, not even a drop, just to wet the grooves in. And if you tap it, you can have a trusty paper towel so you get the excess of oil out. Okay, and proceed to screw in as firmly as possible. The oil does make a difference when you're screwing. Using the word. When you putting this kind of thing, don't tie too much because you don't want to strip them either. Okay, I still got some more to go. There you go. That was easy. And then we're going to the next one. Tap a little oil. I highly recommend the oil. It does. If I would read the forums before I even started, it would have probably finished by now. This is, I want to say, my 3rd day at it. I have to put a count that, you know, since it's my first build, I'm like taking my sweet time, blah 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 blah, and I should have like I think I should have taken longer to build this, but now no. Plus I bought a few things. I bought a caliper and to measure stuff. One good thing that you need is lighting. Lighting is important. So I'm gonna look into buying a hobby lamp, or one of them little lamps with white light. It helps a lot, be able to see what you're doing actually. And I know the video is gonna be not that great because of the fact that I do not have good lighting source. Yeah, let's go with these ones right here. Let me just put the chassis on the side real quick. Get more room here. On the third hole, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, these are not the ones. It's easy to make a mistake doing this, very easy. You have to be very careful because easily you can do a mistake without even knowing what you're doing, or just simply get distracted. That's another thing. I suggest you guys do this with no distractions whatsoever. It helps keep minimal problems to a minimum. Wrong one. This one is stripped. Yeah, I did strip my 2mm hex, so I'm using a replacement. I have to buy more. That's part of what I say. I should have, before putting this card together, I should have visited the forums and see what or how they build theirs. But I think since this is a noob doing this, you would think if I would have done all the research and stuff. No, he's cheating. He's getting help from the forums. It's not a noob thing. It's being easy. It's not that I don't want to say that it's easy or not easy. It's just that the fact that it would have been more cautious kind of thing to do it like that. But this is for learning experience also, so I highly recommend learning. Okay, yep, you see, I just did a fair mistake. Didn't keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing, so I looking at this thinking that it's this piece, and it's this is the back one, not the front one, which, let me see. Yep, I have to get it out. At least the heads stay, the both studs stay there. See, it's easy to make a mistake if you're not paying attention. Like I'm just should have been paying attention. At least this groove is done. Let me see if they use the same bolt. No, they use a smaller bolt. Okay, no biggie. At least this one is done. I just look for another bolt that fits that long, and I'll just put it there, keep it there. Always keep track of what you're doing. If you don't keep track, this is going not to be a good experience. Which is, I'm glad that I'm doing the mistake, because why? Main reason, one of the reasons is I'm learning. 2 is more enjoyable like this. For the next time I build a cart, that means that I will know what tools I need, what tools should I use. Because right now I have to go buy me some good hex heads, buy me a small drill with speeds, so if I want to do something fast, but always be careful that you don't strip, because if it is not an aluminum piece, you could also strip. If it is a plastic, it's more propense to mess it up real bad. Yep, more mistakes, more mistakes. Always look at the diagram group, because right now it shows that I'm doing it backwards instead of doing it the right way. Which is okay, because I pretty much made a groove here. So let's see where I did wrong. Okay, the diagram says I have to go like this, put it on the second hole, okie dokie, it goes like this. Then I have to get a small damper tapper cone and a 5.8 bolt stud, which are in the bag, the damper tapper cone. Nope. I'm gonna assemble one side first and then the other, and I'm staying in this. I'm gonna assemble the back bulkhead, the rear, and yeah, that'll be good. Means I need to use one of these, which fits accordingly to that drawing, so I won't make another mistake like I have been doing, but it's good. I'm learning. That goes there, just like that, and then you use the stud, just give it a little twist here. Strip that. Yeah, locked. Go over here in front. Yep. Make sure that it meets your requirements. Yep. Okay. Now I put the 4mm stud, which is this one, in the back on the first hole. Just in case, a little bit of oil, make things easy. It really does a freaking load of difference. I should not have stripped my 2mm hex if I would have known in time that a little bit of oil goes a long way. It just goes easy, and I should have known. I should have just do the research, people. Always do the research. Now I'm just gonna cut this, finish it up, so you can see the finished product.